Hey, Buff Nation, welcome to Ralphie's Rundown with Rick. We come to you from the Eric and Kim Belcher Rooftop Lounge. No, it's not Rick's Lounge. That's not true. The people
It's Rick's Bar.
It's Rick's Bar. And it's a fireside chat here on a cold day in Boulder, Colorado. We get together on occasion throughout the year and kind of discuss some of the things going on with Colorado athletics.
Yep.
First off,
What do you want to talk about?
Well, how was your holidays, first off?
Holidays were great. How about yours?
Very nice.
I hope Buff Nation had a great holiday.
I think they did. Did you get something nice in the stocking or a lump of coal?
It was probably a lump of coal.
And by the way, speaking of lump or limping, well, you're limping around. What?
I had a little surgery on the ankle, but all's good and recovering and moving forward.
It's going to cut down your 40 time.
I don't run 40s anymore.
I wouldn't think so. Well, it's been a good year to be a Colorado Buffalo. Let's start jumping in and talking athletics. Let's talk basketball a little bit. This women's team, just incredible. A legitimate Final Four caliber team that JR's got.
Yeah, they are. And we had that expectation going into the year. JR's done a great job with this team, and they go out there and play hard every game. They get a little behind, and then they come back, and, they just nothing phases them. And what JR has done with that team is really great for our program, and it's great for the athletic department and the university.
Rick, it says something as well. In this kind of microwave society in which we live, you as an administrator showing patience with JR as she built this thing. That was awful important to give a coach time, isn't it?
Yeah, look, if you look at her history, she's always built the program, made it a lot better than it was. To get to this level in that short period of time is significant, and I'm glad she's going to be our coach for a long time, and I'm excited about what's left with women's basketball. Now we just coming off of 3 losses for men's basketball. Yep. They need to get back on track. They're going to be here Saturday, and that will be an important game for us to get back on track. We're almost healthy, but we've got some work to do there. But I'm confident that Tad and the team will get back on track on Saturday, and we'll have a great year like we thought we would.
As we're standing here at Folsom Field right now, and you got the field just over our cameraman's shoulder over there. Such an exciting season out there at football. And here at Colorado, you got that going on. You got great excitement with both these basketball teams all winter long. That's why I say it's good to be a Buff right now.
No, it is good to be a Buff. And Coach Prime has done a great job in the transfer portal again. We're going to welcome some players in this weekend to start school on Tuesday. And we're excited about welcoming them to our campus. But we got the #1 transfer portal class in the country, which is significant. And it's going to bode well for us this fall. And look, this community has benefited greatly.
Yes.
$116 million is estimated of the economic impact of our football season, somewhere between $17 million and $21 million per game. We need the Boulder community to step up and support our program through NIL, through sponsorships, through support. And that'll be important for us as we move forward, because we know the NIL is a really important piece of college athletics right now. Again, I hope the business community steps up and supports us, because this year is going to be even better than last.
That's a great transition. We talk about the NIL. We got Buffs for Life. We got the 5430 Foundation. Those are the avenues in which Buff Nation and the Boulder community can kind of step up and really come alongside Colorado athletics.
Yeah, they can. Both foundations are great. The Buffs for Life and the 5430 are great foundations, great collectives that support our student athletes, and we need that to be an important part of our future as well.
Big things on the horizon here. As we're saying goodbye to the Pac-12, we do have the Pac-12 Track and Field Championships coming up here.
Yeah, we do, and we've done a redo of Pottsfield, and it's going to be a great place for us to host that championship. We're excited about that. We're prepared for it, and I think our fans that attend that are going to be really happy with the changes that we've made out there at that facility.
From this transitional point we're talking about, the Pac-12. We just saw football wrap up, basketball wrap up here shortly. The spring sports will wrap up, and then we've got our transition to the Big 12. What is going on from an administrative standpoint, kind of the X's and O's of making that transition?
Look, we've got a team put together that's kind of our point team on this transition into the Big 12. We'll matriculate there on August 2nd of 24. Now we're focused on the Pac-12. We want to win championships. We want to be competitive. We want to do some great things there. And then when we get to August 2nd of 24, then we'll focus on the Big 12. But I think it's going to be exciting to have different teams come into our venues. Yeah. I think our fans will really embrace that. So, we've got a lot ahead there. We're actually doing a lot here too. Still, that transition's important. But what we're doing with the scoreboard in Folsom Field, it's going to create a better environment for our fans. There's a cost with that. It's a $15 million board. we've begun that build already. We're going to do a place where on our website where the fans can look at the progress that we're making.
So kind of a live camera type.
Yeah, a live camera that they'll be able to see. We need to raise money for that. We need to raise somewhere between $3 to $5 million for that board, and we're focused on that right now because we want it to be a great experience for our fans, and we've got a lot to do ahead of us.
This board's kind of exciting. Now it's on the south end, so on the loop end, if you will, where the Colorado logo is down there. And help us understand this. So you got the board on the inside of the stadium, and there's a feature on the outside as well, correct?
Yeah, there's a feature on the outside where it's live video that will be on the outside of that. So people will, if you can't get a ticket to get into the game, you can sit on the outside and watch that game and have that environment and the sound of the football stadium. So, that's important for us, and it's important for us to deliver that to our fans because our fans have been very patient with us, and they've supported us in a strong way over the last 10 years with a lack of success that we've had. But I think as we move forward, we want that board to be a huge part of the environment here that's going to create that home field advantage that Coach Brian needs.
Yeah, and as Rick is talking about, the fundraising continues out. And our friends at Learfield have certainly helped out with a great part of that board, but there's more work to be done.
Yeah, there's a lot more work to be done, and we're going to focus on that. And then we get a lot of questions about, what about the west side? We all know that the west side needs to be fixed. That's something that we're looking at. We don't have a timeline of that right now. Hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to discuss that in more detail, but we want to basically make the structure look the same, but the insides will obviously be a lot different, and there will be 4 floors that will have different amenities and different things that we'll be doing on those floors. So that's ahead too, and there's a lot we need to do in the next few years.
So Rick jumped ahead a little bit. Those are some of the questions we got from some of you boosters out there, but that's all right. We're flexible here, we're nimble. Part of that same question was about Bolts Fieldhouse. So when you're talking about the west side of the stadium and Bolts, they're kind of tied in. What is that going to look like?
Well, again, we'd like to make it an open air venue on the first floor where our students can have access from the north to the south side of campus and walk through that on a daily basis with some quick service restaurants potentially, and then our club that we would build that would accommodate our premium seats that we will build in place of the Flatirons Club, and then we've got some founder suites, and then an area for football operations on the day of games and for concerts and other things.
How is the Mark Johnson broadcast wing coming?
Well, it's coming really well.
Is it really?
Yeah, we made it a 4x8 place for you. That's just for you.
Well, it's got
no cameras in here, but you're a voice. You're not no need cameras.
I like that. At least it's growing a little bit. 4x8 is much bigger than what we initially talked about. Here's another question we got from one of the fans and boosters out there. Are there any plans of adding baseball and softball to CU athletics jumping back into the Big 12?
Not at this point. Certainly something we'd love to do in the future, but our focus is making our 17 sports as good as they can possibly be, that we win championships and both conference and national championships, and we've got some work to do there. I think we've got the programs in place. We've got the athletic facility in the UC Health Champion Center in place. We've got great programs for our student athletes. That's something that's coming in the future.
As we're standing here, and obviously the shifting of college athletics here the last few years, is the ground any more firm today than it has been, let's say, the last 18 years?
No, it's still moving. It's a moving walkway.
Is it really?
Like you get at the airport. Yeah, it's there's a lot going on in college athletics, and it's a real challenging time. And it's important that we articulate those changes to our fan base as we move forward, which we will do, and certainly for our donors and our Flatiron Society members, but lots going on in our industry, with NIL and realignment and
sure,
and just
transfers,
you name it. It's all hitting at the same time, and it's changed the landscape significantly. And I think the change isn't over yet, and there's still more to come. We just had some things come out from the NIL yesterday on student athlete protections that we're putting in place, and then what will the institutional involvement look like in the future. So a lot's still going on in our industry, and we've just got to stay on top of it and make sure that we're ahead of the curve.
Lastly, here's one from one of our fans as well. It says, "Hi, Rick, tremendous job by you. Please consider signing an extension in your contract." Well, how about that? Is this from your wife, or who wrote this exactly?
Yeah, we're not interested. We're not going to do any extension. We're very comfortable with what we're doing, and we're excited about what's ahead.
And the second part of it is, what do you do for an encore? I think they're referring to bringing Coach Prime and the excitement we've got going in football. So what do you do for an encore?
Well, look, I think the West Side is an encore. I think that's something I'd like to get done while I'm still here.
Sure.
And I think that's doable. And, we're going to need support from the business community and from our donors and our Buff Club to be able to get that done.
All right. Well, first heal up.
Yep.
And then stick around for a long time to do it.
You got it.
All right. Sounds good. Ralphie's Rundown with Rick. Exciting times to be a Colorado Buffalo. Get out and support those basketball teams right now. Both J.R. Payne and Tad Boyle got great basketball teams. It's going to be an exciting season. I'm Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us.